Actually, drink water for a second.
So it's going to feel quite different up at the knife.
That's alright.
Same principles of 2 or 3 movements and then move off that whatever line you're on.
Yeah.
But way more popos and Reti Radas or Relos with those pivots.
Yeah.
A lot of the katana's based off pivots.
More feet, less hands.
A lot of what we've been doing anyway.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, so that was long now.
Pause.
Nice, got my hands on that.
Get ready for follow-ups.
That's right, you didn't get hit with it.
Yeah.
Look, I was just trying to reset and I'm like, are we fighting? Or
Yeah, I don't know, I didn't see it drop away. Okay.
We can reset. Nice. Yeah, I'm not feeling it yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to drive into
You're
those
doing
hands.
good. You've got me like 8 times to my 1. You're all good.
Yeah. I'm trying to drive
It's
your hands
because I
back.
just did knife.
Yeah.
It's messing with my head.
Oh, okay.
You're all good.
Alright. We'll just keep going until it kicks in there.
Yeah. I know what you need to do, but I'm not going to tell you this time. I want to see if you can figure it out.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Are you feeling
No, I
pressure?
just need to throw less offense.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
are you
I need to be
feeling?
more patient.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just giving you shots at the moment because I'm trying to force things.
Yeah, because I'm countering.
Yeah, you're all good.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just trying to force shit, so it's all good.
Yeah, okay.
Forward pressure's good though.
Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I get out.
I know it's good and you have been getting out because you haven't been getting hit.
Yeah.
So like, the pressure's been good, your in and out's really good.
Okay, cool. Well, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah. Still going?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Yeah, from now on, if you don't say reset, I'm just going to keep attacking you.
Right.
Because nearly every time you go to reset, I'm still attacking you, and I'm like, is it going or not? And there's a few times I've stopped and you've just gone to trust. And I'm like, oh, we are still going.
Yeah, because I
So
felt the
that's
same.
how, yeah.
Okay.
But
Right.
if you're in range and you don't say reset, I'm assuming we're still fighting and you're doing a fake like, oh, I've relaxed.
I'll step.
I'm just going to do that from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to step out.
Yeah, but say reset.
Yeah, I'm getting out.
Yeah, otherwise I will keep attacking you. Even if you step backwards, I'm probably going to follow you.
Right.
Yeah, because that's the dance.
Right.
Yeah. You're all good, you're all good.
had it out there, I had to get back.
Like loaded it. When you pulled it back, it actually let me in.
Yeah.
You had to pivot more. So no,
yeah.
I've got to go the other way because I was here. If you did that, it would have been okay, probably.
So I pulled it back too soon.
When you pulled it back, it actually, that's what loaded it into your head.
Yeah.
It's like, it retracted.
Yeah.
And that's how I got to the way.
Okay.
You pulled it off, I said.
Yeah, I've done it too soon.
Yeah, you're all good.
Okay. I'm thinking, spine flexion.
I was like, oh, we're both down.
Yeah, spine flexion, spine flexion.
My first thought was fake to make you do it, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for it.
It's so fast.
I know.
Okay. I knew what I had to do,
Yeah.
and I thought I was reasonably off.
It's interesting though, because we're both in almost the same move.
Yeah.
And we're both waiting for the counter, and then I was like, oh, who's going to go for it? Fuck it.
Well, I knew don't go first.
Yeah.
Well, you're higher or whatever.
It just depends, like, if you go first, but you don't, if you telegraph it, then you're fucked.
Yeah.
But if you can non-telegraph it, like I just did a little bit, like,
Yeah,
I could
then
still
you're
do
right.
it even, I could still work on that. That was
Yeah.
still telegraphed a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just hard when it's already down. That's the other thing I was saying, we probably almost dropped it too low.
Yeah.
So when it's down here, it's a long
Yeah,
way
you
to
gotta
come back
come
up.
all the way
To
up.
go to the hip level or like that bench,
Yeah.
that makes it a lot easier to come back through.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'll go higher.
I need to pivot more as I do it.
Yeah.
That really brings it up.
Oh, it's huge.
Like the spine deflections on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
solo spine.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we offer your hand and you're defending them now, so I pulled that then.
Okay.
Because I'm more line as I go for your hands, you're pivoting and getting my
Yeah,
hand
and
now.
trying to come off.
Because I used to do that here, and I would disconnect, I just go bang.
Yeah.
But like, that's not, I'm not getting you with that anymore. So.
No, because it feels natural to get behind here again.
Yeah.
And when I do that, it
And
pivots.
you're pulling your hands back to your ribs.
Yeah, it goes
So
back.
before you used to leave your hands out,
Oh, yeah,
that's why it's
totally.
always a target for me. But now, even if they're there, you just pull them back.
Yeah.
I go, oh no. Like, yeah. So it's good. There's so many like little minor tweaks that you've done in the last like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Yeah. Nice, that was really good. I felt when I touched it, I was like, that's got no tanto. And then it's just like I felt the pressure
Yeah,
disappear,
yeah.
and then you just go on. Oh my gosh, I should have been warned by the lack of pressure. That was good, that was good. That was really subtle, but it made me go, something's wrong, and then you got me. That was really nice. I do find it funny that tanto means pressure when it comes to sword fighting, like there's pressure on pressure.
Yeah, yeah.
But also the tip on a katana is a tanto style cut. That's what the
right.
Japanese call the tip on the katana.
Okay.
So, and like, it's just very interesting that there's like 2 words in 2 different like Asian languages, both sword related, but different. One means pressure and one is the style of the tip. Yeah.
Someone's taken something home and said it's tanto.
Yeah.
No, that's not a tanto.
It's just interesting when they told it to me because I already knew about the tanto tip on the sword.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I like that on knives as well.
Yeah.
It's like a pretty much a straight like cut. Like you've seen a katana tip.
Yeah.
We've rounded these off to make them a bit nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just interesting. Yeah, I stepped, but I didn't fully extend.
Yeah.
So then I could almost get behind it.
Right.
Yeah. So because that way it always looks like I'm doing that.
Yeah.
But then there's nowhere to go afterwards.
Yeah.
So I kind of had it further back. So that when I got behind, I could extend it.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I know it's sneaky, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you told me
It's
before.
kind of like when you hit here,
Yeah.
and then you whip the tip behind.
It is, but
Do
if
that.
you can, like you say, just touch
That's it.
the
That
tip,
one, yeah.
and that's even
And
better.
that was a
Look at
massive
just that.
misjudgment of range.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're going past it.
Yeah.
So you keep it close to your body
Yeah.
when you're doing this side, and then now you
Yeah,
extend your
yeah,
hands,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it's really threading that needle through that little triangle gap again. And then even then, if you get that, if you thread it through that side,
Yeah.
I'm going to probably do that.
Yeah, you pull it back.
And like, yeah, people really pull through their necks, and you're like, ooh. The movement and range is getting really good. All three Bokken classes. Sorry.
I thought it was gone.
Slowly walking.
Yeah, I thought, oh, that's all right. I've got
I think you were. I think you've done out and come back again.
Oh, I've done the back.
Yeah, I think it's from the footwork.
Yeah.
I think you did a good step,
And I
and then as
should
you did that,
give
this
it-
is moving. I've seen the
Yeah.
other side come through. Because I was going to retract it, but I'm like, oh, it's there.
Yeah, and I thought,
it
no,
looked
that's
like
safe.
slow motion.
Yeah, I think it's safe.
So it happens.
Yeah.
You got a lot of hand shots on me at the beginning, so you
Yeah.
would have won the exchange today. But I
Yeah.
really kind of look at it as who lands the first or second shot. And if someone lands both the first and second, you probably already won.
Yeah.
Most sword fights have won in a single shot.
Oh, once
And you got my thumb like 3 times right at the beginning. I was like, oh, well, that's me done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything after that first exchange to me is just playing around and trying to work on technique and get your counter game better. And
Yeah.
like that now, after the first like couple of exchanges, after that now it's time to work on on getting better.
Yeah.
But for that first one, I've really gone, all right, who would actually win if this was real?
Yeah, just cut the thumb off.
Today that was you with the katana.
Yeah. I'm still trying to do, with the face shots, I'm still missing by that.
Yeah.
I don't know whether at the end I've just got to do a small shuffle.
How I get a lot of my face stabs is off a slash. I'm doing slash and stabs.
Yeah.
That's what I wasn't going to tell you earlier, but I was like, we'll see if you figure it out. You're doing headshots, but only stabs.
Yeah.
You're always going here, here, here. Like, you don't do slashes.
That's,
And I'm like, but you do slashes at my hand
yeah.
to do that. It's pretty much the same. Just slash at the head.
Yeah.
And then now you're right, because you get slash and stabs on my hand all the time.
Yeah.
Because I'll dodge that, and you just go bang. And it's this exact same here.
I know. That's,
It is harder because your hands come higher.
I used to
then
do
it
that.
triggers the pulgada range and like counters and
But I used to do that at the beginning,
Yeah.
and now I've tried to sort all this out. I've forgotten that.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I actually used to do.
yeah.
I've
yeah.
left that.
But you've been working on a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah,
that's
and
fine.
now I've done all that.
I purposely don't do some stuff sometimes, so that forces me to work on the thing that I need to work on.
Yeah.
But then once you've ticked it off, then go back at it again.
Because I remember you talked about this before. It
Yeah.
was come past just the tip, just
Yeah.
slightly, then in,
Yeah.
or just to
That's
there
it,
and
you're
straight in.
weaving and threading it through.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah. Okay.
Especially if they don't pivot.
Yeah.
If they just move their head,
Yeah, then that gives it a chance
bang,
to
yeah.
come in.
But if you do that slash and that pivot, it really
Yeah.
fucks you. Now you're lined up.
That's why you said don't do it too deep.
Yeah, yeah.
So just keep
That's
it.
it. It's real shallow.
Yeah.
And even here, you're best moving the head, and then up one
Get
or
out.
two, pivot, and that's it.
Yeah, because they're coming through.
Yeah. Or just step back and go hands,
Yeah,
because that's the other thing. If you're doing that,
yeah,
I just go.
yeah.
That's not so bad.
You'll be in range.
Yeah, but I do prefer just getting off that line, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I do too.
Because sometimes they'll thrust and you might get double flash hit, like this could go through. And then
Oh, the
it's like-
chance of getting it wrong when
Yeah.
I'm doing this, summer, you
Yeah,
just
the little popo sit downs are so real cool. It just gets your hand and your head off the line.
Yeah,
And
okay.
it's not like it's massively off the line, so it doesn't take long. It's like less than half a beat almost.
Yeah,
Just it lines everything up.
Yeah.
You can still move your head.
okay.
Yeah. It's feeling good though.
Yeah, no, that's important when I do those.
Yeah. That's a hovering there almost too long.
I did too many.
Yeah, yeah. You did 2 attacks, and then on the third,
Get out.
I timed it.
Yeah.
You can break that rule as well.
Oh yeah.
Because then that rule itself will become a pattern,
Yeah.
and then you change the pattern.
This is get that down, right?
Yeah, get that first.
And when you do that, increase it.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're understanding the gamesmanship and the principles and everything now.
Yeah.
And like even what you said before on the solo spider or the knife, where it's a lot of just maintaining your range and good technique, even when doing attacks, to do it with the feet and the hand and get those 4 limbs going, and then not forcing anything, because eventually they will make a mistake. We're all human. We will make a mistake.
Oh yeah, true.
Then if you're just doing the right thing in the right range, you get free shots when that mistake happens.
But like you said, you've got to keep the pressure on.
Yeah.
You can't just be sitting here doing.
If you show up and wait, they'll tee off on you.
Yeah.
If you go all offense and come in,
Yeah.
they're going to draw back and pulgada and counter you.
Exactly.
Or watching the hand you or whatever it is.
Yeah, but
so
if I just dance,
in and out, but it's constant pressure.
if I just dance and don't have any pressure on you, you're just thinking of ways to get around you.
Yeah.
So
Especially with a lot of people can tell you're just in range.
yeah.
Where you go, you can just touch these things, and they go, I don't like this.
Yeah.
And even though we're not really, we're more here and we're leaning so that we can touch those things.
Yeah.
But we're actually out of range, but most people can't tell the difference. They're upright.
Yeah.
And they're just going, fuck, he's here. And we go, oh, let's do this. Yeah. All right.
I was thinking of coming up, but that actually.
I was worried about yours for a sec, and then you changed yours a little.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking rooftop as it comes in, but then you turned it.
Because as you moved yours, I moved it the same direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, you almost have to retract it. It's hard.
Yeah.
You'd almost be better off doing the bump as you're going to it.
I was thinking as I came up a bit, just a little bump.
I think before it, I think down here, bump away, and then.
But that's going to load
and then it almost goes back.
Okay. It gives you a bit of space.
Yeah. And then you bump guard, and I've gone past and go, oh shit.
Yeah, okay.
And also, a lot of time I'll do that, and as you go for the slides,
yeah,
go here, and then I can come back. Because you retract that, and I'll follow the retraction.
Yeah.
Or a lot of times it becomes a slash.
Yeah.
So if you slash at my neck,
yeah,
and that's it, and then that goes through, and it becomes like it's a real sketchy because there is a gap there.
Yeah.
But they go, I've got this, and they commit, and you will guard it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It is a little sketchy because if your guard is off, you just got to do it. But it's nice, and when you realise that's the gap I'm always worried about.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah, it can come up and through there.
Yeah.
But that's why I very much am thinking.
Back a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't do that one very often, but it is a lot of the time when they're flipping it over the top.
Yeah.
Or like through there.
Yeah.
That is nothing up. Otherwise, I am just putting my head. Yeah. Oh, and I always touch my front thumb knuckle to my temple. I used to do my right one, but then my arm floats out and my wrist gets cut on the pulgada. So if I touch my left, like my top thumb knuckle to my temple, this is far back enough, then it passes.
Yeah, that's the
Because like the age is like I was getting that cut and that cut. Like I missed the neck.
Yeah.
If we took pulgada and that was getting cut. I was like,
that's again.
so that has to be the front hand.
Whole body.
Yeah. Once again, super little subtle details.
Yeah, that's important.
We're in the middle a lot. Make sure you go back to the pogo. So if I chase you here, pogo,
just get out.
other side of it. Like just a little sit down.
Into the blade.
Like I mean,
Oh yeah.
like pull your hands back, not other side.
But that blade's, I'm going opposite the side of the blade, huh?
I'd go that way.
Like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Not with the feet though, like just sit. Like if I go for your hand here, pull to your other hip. That be the normal side. you know the normal pogo we do is just that.
Yeah, you're
just,
coming in.
Yeah, but I'm as I go for your wrist, do the pogo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was over this side though.
It was. I'm going
Yeah,
there.
but my hand was here. That's what
No,
I was
no,
thinking.
it was in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's to say, you're crossing to the bad side when you could very easily go to the good side.
Yeah.
And I don't know why you haven't done that side for ages. You keep going to this side, and you're not very good on that side.
I do feel it when you're coming in here, and I'm like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened there. So.
Oh,
I'll have a look, yeah.
Yeah, but even then, like, because you got your right foot forward, maybe it's that, maybe it's because your right foot was forward then.
Yeah.
Because usually left foot forward feels better for that.
Yeah,
But even then, if you pulled your right foot back,
Oh, it's when
just
I come in.
start with your right foot forward,
Yeah.
and pull your right foot back and do the pogo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's natural.
But I'm behind this, so
Yeah.
you're umbagadaing if you do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But stop pivoting, just do a pogo.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Ah, yeah, I
Whatever.
know.
You're pivoting still, so like yours sword's pointing that way.
Yeah, I know, it's got to be a you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you should be going like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going out.
Okay.
You're doing this.
Yeah, I'm thinking of turning the
See,
feet.
like, this is pointing at the canteen.
Yeah, yeah.
So just point it again. Yeah. And if you do like, but don't see how crossed you are.
Yeah.
My foot doesn't really cross.
Oh, okay, you
Like I'm literally, like sometimes I don't even move the foot and do it in the hips. So my heel definitely doesn't cross the line.
Okay,
So,
that feels more like
Yeah, your
drop.
heel's still crossing the vertical line though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better, but I wouldn't move, try to do it without the foot at all. Yeah, that's better.
Oh, that feels locked
Yeah,
up.
I mean, you can have your foot a little further back, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's the best one you've done so far.
Really?
Yeah.
That feels horrible.
That's what it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Like, it's meant to be just go up on your heel, turn, like this split.
Yeah.
Yeah, this little sit down. You're trying to do a full Relo.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
Yeah,
out.
which is not helping you.
No,
Because like, even if I faked it,
Yeah.
I faked that side, I go, oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
straight,
And he's
yeah.
like pushed it. So I'm like, oh, he's completely sideways. It's probably how I got that one at the beginning that hit me on the side of the head.
Yeah.
It's probably because of that.
Yeah, I've done that.
But I'm like, if you go for my hand here,
Yeah.
I want you just thinking that, and back. I'll pull that back along your tongue.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking pulgada with a
Oh,
little bit
yeah.
of a slight twist.
Yeah, that's better if I just do that.
And then and that's pointed right at me, and I'm going, oh shit, if I'm hopefully going to do that, the chances are that's going to be faster. And,
Yeah.
and if I did a slash here and you've done the pogo, and then you realize it's still there, then I turn it to the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's probably going to be a slash instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I wasn't moving the front foot.
Yeah, I think you've been doing too big of steps and you're crossing a lot.
Yeah. I think
Like-
I'm doing the pivot,
Yeah,
but I
the
should
only
have
time I
dropped
cross
back.
my foot like that is to do a left hand slash.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I can do it on, you're doing like a bag sack,
Yeah.
like slash left, but
Yeah, but you're very safe. I mean, this. That's
you're not safe though, because I'm getting crossed into your neck when you do that.
Yeah.
As you do, whenever you cross that over.
Oh no, I'm not saying I'm safe doing this.
Oh, okay, that's
I mean, I'm safer when I'm on that side. But yeah, I agree. I'll keep that.
No, once again, I'd say that when your left foot's forward, you're the safest. So like, you're not safer on that side.
I think I just got to pull my foot back.
Yeah.
Pull it
Yeah,
back
that's it. Like, or
until-
just umbagada.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
umbagada, but get your hand off the middle because your hands are here the entire time. You're doing this,
Yeah.
and then occasionally, and then you go here.
Yeah.
And so it's like crosses, and I'm like, why is he not going to this side anymore?
Yeah.
Because that is the best side for the block. But the grip that we got, if we had the regular right hand at the top, it would be good. But we're on this stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a little thing. Let's get back to it.
See if I can work it out.
Didn't really, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I got to work it. So,
Yeah, no. So that's what I'm talking about.
right.
So like here, as I go for the hand, I go to the other side, do a pogo, and make it a little pulgada. So other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Keep going.
Yeah.
To the right hip. Right, other
right hip?
Right ribs.
Yeah,
there
that's
we go.
going like that.
That I missed. And then you go for my neck when I miss.
So that's actually more of a,
Yeah.
like a spine deflection sort of.
No, it's an pulgada.
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't even be touching the
The
spine.
blade?
No, it's a
Yeah.
ghost. You shouldn't even touch it.
Oh, okay.
Like I should go here. You just
Yeah.
and step as you do the slash.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to. Yeah. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
You get what I'm talking about.
I do. I
right?
have to
Cool,
work
cool.
on
We
it.
don't need to talk about it.
I don't know why I'm doing
No,
that.
that's right. I was pointing it out because now you weren't doing that before, and now I'm getting easier shots because you're not doing. You now don't have a defense on one side.
Yeah.
So now all I'm thinking is just come this side.
Yeah.
Because you're now not defending properly.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
That was good because you're moving. Good read. You're halfway through a movie and went, nope.
Yeah, right, shit.
Yeah. I was over telegraphing
Yeah.
this thrust. You see me go, where is it? Where is it? I'm like, too ready. That was me realizing I made a mistake in over telegraphing something.
Yeah.
Then switched it.
So
Went, you
continue.
know what? My mistake is now actually a trap.
Yeah.
As long as I change it.
That's like you
recognize-
said, you used to do it in the stop.
Yeah.
Then it made into a trap.
Yeah, I realized on the second one, because if I did a third, you would have got me.
Yeah.
That seems to be the pattern of today, is the third one is the kill
Yeah.
shot. That was better movement then.
Yeah.
Even
I don't know. I'll
and I was
think
gonna
about
say,
it.
like, even like a lot of the ones that were dodgy on the hand, you weren't doing cocos, but you were already moving back
Yeah.
in that direction, which is similar to that bit.
Yeah.
Because I was going for it and you're stepping. So like, a lot of time it was actually you having your right foot forward,
Yeah.
and you just step forward with your left. And then turn that, which is essentially the same as going.
Yeah.
But I was just watching your hands dip away, and I was like, ah, crap. So like, that was good. It's mostly from your footwork then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
Yeah, sweet. That's right, we've got it on video, so you can see like what I'm talking about later.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. I haven't got a
Yeah,
clue what
that's the main reason I'm filming this, is that so we can just review it.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much easier to see from the outside.
Yeah.
Than when you're actually fighting.
I'll probably learn and go, oh.
Yeah, it's the same when I'm like teaching students. It's a lot easier to be on the outside watching two students giving them advice than to be in there. Although
Yeah.
some things you can feel. So like even like that tanto that disappeared
Yeah,
before it came
it's
through.
obvious.
I can't see that visually, but when you're in there you can feel it. But
Yeah.
most things you can see visually.
Yeah.
And, like it's so much easier to analyze footwork and like angles and range from the outside.
Mm.
But yeah, nice. It's going real natural. The last like 3 or 4 sessions we've had, we've jumped on it straight into all 3 weapon groups and felt pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, great.
No, it's interesting. I think I got into knife quicker today than you, but you got into katana quicker than me today.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Same thing. Should let that go.
That's good. Sorry, I did like a weird little jump thing at the end of that.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like taking my feet off the ground with weapons.
You had me under a lot
I
of
was trying to like push.
Yeah, you had me under a lot
like,
of pressure.
I should have kept running in with my feet.
True, Ray would have done something. I
Yeah,
couldn't.
he would have kept running in with his feet.
Yeah, but I was just trapped. I felt
Yeah,
trapped.
yeah. I was trying to force it though.
Yeah.
Once again, I got stuck forcing and just flow.
I thought I had it.
Angle was too hard.
Yeah, yeah.
You had it at first, it was like this.
Yeah,
And then I changed my angle.
I know. I had to get it higher.
Yeah. Or retract it as well to get head a bit more. Like the hands to your
Yeah,
head.
true.
That's
That'd
it.
be-
Yeah. Once again, it's almost like doing a little pulgada.
Yeah, your pulgada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's good, but we're finding out these little tweaks like that so we can come. That's why we're improving every session.
Yeah.
Because we're doing these couple-hour sessions, switching the weapons, and each weapon's exposing more things. If we just did one weapon class, we'd probably get pretty good at it.
Yeah.
But I'm learning defense from katana a lot.
Oh, this
I'm learning
transfers.
offhand and head movement
Yeah,
from knife
yeah.
a lot, and then machetes bringing it all together.
It transfers right
Even
across.
the double espada let me coordinate the hands a bit more. Like,
Yeah.
it's been good. I'm enjoying it.
Well, I thought my rooftops were okay.
Yeah.
They saved me before.
Yeah.
But I didn't think of them.
That's there.
I didn't think of them as pulgadas
Yeah.
as much.
Yeah.
And when I do that,
That's mostly watching Ray do like just interesting stuff where he's like here and
Yeah.
we go for his wrist.
yeah, and you'll just
He just goes, you're like, ah, it was there. And he's like, it's always there. You're like, oh my god.
But it feels like it's a double that goes
Yeah.
from that.
And,
then the
and,
foot and the
and if
hand.
you're already back and you know they're going to hit your wrist,
Yeah.
that's that foot.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I like to do both,
Mm.
but sometimes you only need it to be a subtle, tiny movement. So doing both is sometimes too big of a
Yeah,
movement.
you'll miss by too much.
Yeah, but if your hand's already back, it's the feet.
Yeah.
And like I like doing, and if my feet are already, if I'm already in a good range, then I prefer the hands because if I pull the hands back and then if it goes wrong or you follow the hands,
Yeah.
then I still got the feet to use it as
Yeah, you
defense.
give it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'd rather rely on the feet as the backup than the hands as the backup.
Yeah, you don't want to do it all at once.
Yeah.
Because then you'll be, yeah.
Yeah. That's good to cancel. We're definitely going that way. I went, nope. Nice, that's exactly it. And I did a big one.
Yeah.
And then if you'd come forward, that potentially would have powered through.
Oh, I was
But you
engaged.
went backwards, and then because of that, you
Yeah,
went way
I
too
was-
wide, so I didn't have time to bring that back through.
Yeah.
That was really good. It's a change of the mentality of the, it's an enter then dodge, enter then dodge.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still going back to the same.
Yeah.
One pagada,
Yeah.
come in.
That's where the principles very much transfer
But
across.
the
range is different.
Different upagadas.
Stance is different.
Yeah,
Attacks
yeah.
and counters are a bit different.
Yeah.
But the footwork and upagada stuff's pretty similar.
Mm.
I go way less vertical, way more of these pivots around
Yeah.
with this, but with knife, I can't hide behind anything on knife. So there's no point doing the circle and range in and out style
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So for the knife, it is a lot more down the middle and
And open
doing
your
these big
hands.
slashes. Like,
Yeah. Your hands are expanding.
Yeah.
out there.
but yeah, you got nothing to hide behind.
No.
No, this is it's been interesting.
Yeah.
It's good you're not getting cut on those.
Yeah, good.
Oh. Held it there.
I thought I could do it past,
It's the
but then I
pivot
went
first.
for
You're
your
doing
shot.
the hands with no feet. I
Yeah.
realized for a second, I'm like, you didn't pivot on the last one. I'm like, I'll try it again. Yeah.
But I had yours blocked, and then I went for you.
That's what I mean, like you're here, but you have to bring your left foot forward now.
Yeah, I have to do it.
Like face my sword almost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now I'm fucked. Because now you can go straight for it, yeah. But yeah, otherwise I still had that line.
Yeah.
And you just moved your
And
sword.
I moved it, loaded.
I was ready to throw my head and flip to the left if I needed to.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if you took a decent step then.
Oh yeah,
and
so good.
I was so ready to try and go over. Because I was hoping that would stop you there.
Yeah.
But I knew there's a chance that it might just slice and then this could still come flying through.
Yeah.
So as I did it, I was very much like,
Once again, I got to like stage 4.
Yeah.
And if I did the proper moves, 5 and 6 would have worked.
Yeah.
But I've gone on headshot.
It's nearly always with focus too much on hands, not enough on distance and feet.
Yeah. Well, I was going for the shot instead of going to defend first.
I do way more hips with the katana than with the others.
Yeah. I need to defend and then go.
Yeah. Okay. I said though, there's exchanges that feel good. Oh, that's nice. Like, oh fuck, he's right there. I did the right thing. I only thought it was going to be 2 though, and it kept going. I went, oh shit, he's right on me.
Yeah.
It was just hovering. I'm like, oh, get off. And on the second off, then I'm like, I need to attack.
Yeah.
And like, you got my arm though when I did it.
But what I realised is, I do 1, maybe 2, and back off.
Yeah.
And that's that dance.
Yeah.
And now and then we've got.
It's good to
3,
do
4.
that for like. I do that for 2.
Yeah.
Then I either just enter on the 3rd one straight away, or I'll do a 3rd step.
Yeah.
So like, and it's usually like 1, 2.
Yeah, because that gets dangerous after
1,
that.
2.
Yeah.
1, 2. That. And then I'll just go
And
here,
then
and then walk it or something. Or I'll do 3.
Yeah.
And then go like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5,
Well, that's
6,
what I was
like
thinking.
that.
I thought I haven't done that today.
But sometimes it's better to, instead of extending the counter game out by doing more moves, just enter on the first one then. Because a lot of time we're going just to the range.
Oh yeah.
We go like 1, 2,
Just push it.
slash stab.
Yeah.
And then we're exiting, and if we just pushed in on the first strike, we'd be like startled because we go, oh, I thought you were going to do like a double again.
Yeah. Well, that's even more not telegraphic.
Yeah. So that's the way I ever do a single move where it's very much footwork. Or I start to add an extra one where I do 3, 4, 5. Instead of just going 1, 2, disconnect, 1, 2, disconnect.
Yeah.
But there's 2 different ways of changing the pattern up.
Yeah, either extended or just one.
And then as long as you're aware that when you do that one where you step,
you
may have to go into quarter and stuff.
Oh, it's definitely. You're coming in.
Yeah. Alright. Feeling alright though?
Yeah, that was good.
Sweet. Nice. Let's see what saved you that time. I don't think you got hit then.
Yeah, it's straight to you.
Oh, did it? Okay. Yeah, I'm holding it there.
Yeah, but
and if you move your sword, because you lifted your hands in.
Yeah, if I change it loads.
Once again, you have to pivot out that way.
Yeah.
You have to bring your body closer to me.
Yeah.
And then now I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Because now you can just clamp and then go for me.
That's what I'm not doing.
Even if you just, as you got closer there, did you disconnect?
Yeah.
Because you're such a dominant. I'm in so much trouble there from that angle. And the range.
Okay.
Yeah. And even worse is if you did a. Sounds horrible. If you did a fake after that, so you did a step back and you went fake to my head, I'm gonna freak out and do that. Yeah, that's where I get some of the best shots because it's like right where you know, like we both know you're completely lined up, and then they just go, oh my god, and now they're even worse. And it's like it's where you get the biggest flinch responses because the person knows they're dead pretty much.
Yeah. And
then it's like that's where you sometimes get those clashes. Because you might land that push cut, but if they're just going nuts, flailing that thing around as a Hail Mary, like windscreen wiper move, sometimes as that push cut lands, this shit happens and you get like a scrape and you're like, what the fuck was that? And like, you would take my neck out, but that might happen.
Yeah, it's the old
like, oh, what happened? I had that lined up. And then it's usually where I go, I should have done that fake. Because they knew the danger, so they were definitely going to flinch. Like, I'll flinch like that if I'm in a shitty position like that.
Everyone does.
Yeah, it's
very hard to untrain that.
How did this happen?
Yeah.
I made several mistakes to end up here.
Actually, I should have gone in.
No, you safe though.
Yeah, I felt the other one I should have just quietly walked in instead of I've tried to push it. I ended up that big swing in it. So,
I like the big circular stuff, to be honest.
No,
People track it and get used to it.
I find it out of control. Yeah.
Just come down. I was used to the big loopy stuff, and it came straight. And straight is so much faster.
Big loop, I'm going, nah, I don't know where this is going.
It's a distraction.
Yeah.
I punched you in the head a little.
Yeah, I was pushing.
No blade though, so that's
that was it.
You're getting that up every time. So.
Yeah. Trigger.
That's why the face is so good.
Yeah.
Nice, try to force it.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was going for your hands and then realised, oh, his stomach's still there. Did you dodge the hands?
Yeah.
But your body was still in the middle.
I know. I'm thinking.
It's a hard one. Yeah. That's exactly it.
Every time, pivot.
And it extends your range pretty far when you do these shots.
Every time I've done that, you're coming under.
And every time you've done that high thing, and do with the step.
Oh yeah. Back or forward?
The back one that you just did.
Oh yeah.
Literally just the exact same thing.
Going out there,
And then that misses and I go, oh my god.
Yeah.
Because that's a longer range.
Oh, it's much better.
You've pretty much done the pre-made group from
yeah.
Shouldn't have done that.
It's right.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually.
Shit. That was close.
More head.
Yeah, I just.
That's why you didn't get caught.
Yeah. I felt I was in the range.
If you start to do that, I can set you up for counters.
Yeah, I was in the range too close for a minute, and that's why I just pushed it.
No, that's okay, cool.
I thought I didn't have the range. I didn't.
I almost went for it myself, and I was like, well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's just gonna miss. Load it again.
You're dealing with my push cuts really well, with close range really well.
As soon as I
even my hacks, you're now on pulgada, so it's actually now detrimental, and I'm going shit.
Yeah.
So like, if I hack too much now, you're actually countering me. It's probably why you don't do many hacks to me, because like whenever you hack my head, that's my response.
Nah.
I should go more like Elastico that way.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even hit, and it makes it go even wider.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
The tip of mine's hitting yours a lot.
Yeah.
So
I need to go less vertical, a little bit more Elastico, like diagonal lines.
Because most of mine have just been slash and stab.
Yeah, but like you've been doing really well at dodging those at the moment, and it's setting you up and stuff. I'm going, oh crap, and I have to defend them. But it's feeling good. Ooh. Anything you want to work on, or just keep going?
Down the bottom here, when that same thing as when I'm getting down here again.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Don't go as deep, I don't think.
Sorry?
Don't go as deep, I don't think.
Okay.
So like just do smaller footwork.
We sort of did it during as we
so
were
like
fighting.
see how I'm like a little bit more upright when I do it. I feel like you plunge more.
Yeah.
And that makes it a lot because you're so reliant on that pivot.
Yeah.
Like the second part of the Relo pivot.
Yeah.
Without that, you're quite open. So if the lunge I find better for knife and machete, where you can get like right close to them.
Yeah.
And do like those number 4 kind of checks. But I'm not getting that close with the katana. So we are out more.
Yeah.
So because of that, I think it's better to be slightly more.
It felt alright as we were doing that.
Yeah.
But I originally was doing it off, you were saying put more forward pressure.
Yeah.
And I was really trying to get your hands.
Yeah.
And to get your hands, I had to be right, sort of leaning down.
Yeah.
And that's where I was planted though. You just go down.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Like if I realise that's what you're going for, and I just pull back as you do it.
Yeah.
And you're going through. I'm just getting a headshot lined up every time.
Okay.
And like, or even as you're going for it, I might go just do that.
Yeah.
Because like it's almost like number 5, washing the hands.
Yeah.
Where I'm not washing the hands, like the principles.
Yeah.
The X where you change the angle. I see it come from my hands, and I'm going no. And I'll even move my leg so that I'm not all twisted and like.
Well, we were doing versions of it then, but I wasn't going as far, keeping the movement, so I think it's right.
I think that's the right thing, because I think when you plant yourself too much in that and you're too exposed.
Yeah.
So it's good to like go for it, but it's almost like you're testing it, going, no, it's not ready.
Yeah, well that's not fully.
Now I'll go. Yeah.
But even then, you weren't down.
No, that's not. I feel like I'm squatting, but I'm still very upright.
Yeah.
I feel like you're leaning.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Yeah, and I've got a more even distribution of my weight between my 2 legs.
Yeah, I was.
And you have nearly all your weight on that front leg.
Yeah.
I'm probably like 60-40, and you're probably like 80-20.
Yeah, I can't move.
Yeah. Alright, do another 5 and then maybe call it?
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
yes.
It's starting to fade.
Yeah, me too. But it was good.
Need a coffee or some food or something. Yeah, I would say all of it felt good to the solo was part of the knife, the katana.
I'm still learning things, but the general setup.
We're all, like, look, Mungromi and Floro are still working on stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like 30, 40, 50 years into this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's a never-ending game of trying to chase that perfection. But that's it. I'm saying, like, can I just stand in the matrix and feel comfortable?
Yeah.
And just dodge everything?
Well, the main thing, like you said, was range.
Yeah.
Once you get that right with each weapon, which I think we have now.
Yeah, then now you at least know you can jump into it and you've got the base form to work with.
Yeah.
And then every time I switch weapon, I'm like, all right, what did I need to work on from last time?
Yeah.
And I've got different stuff for each weapon group. And there's sometimes like one thing that might be like footwork or head movement or defensive wise that's across all 3. And then I go, oh shit, whatever transfers across multiple, I need to address that first. Because if I address that one thing, all 3 weapons go up a little bit better at one level. But most of the time it's not like, unfortunately, just like one little thing that's knife specific, and it's about using the head movement there. And then on the katana, I'm like, I need to pivot more, like, and they're not linking across as much the knife and katana. But I'm seeing both of those things are apparent in the solo Espada. That's really the link to everything.
Yeah.
So even solo Espada is based off the double Espada.
Yeah.
Because we should be using our hand. That's the one thing I was doing well with the solo Espada, but I wasn't using this.
Yeah.
And now I really am looking for this. And even when I'm going down here, I'm always doing the knife thing now. I'm moving around that. If I need to, I can bump and come through.
But I find by having it there, it's always ready for washing in the hands.
Yeah.
Where
I'm not reaching as much now.
No.
I thought that took a lot longer to get out of.
Yeah.
But it's only taken me like 3 or 4 sessions to stop going here and to move it here instead.
Once again, it feels
T-Rex
wrong.
arms always.
Yeah, once you do it right, you go, it actually feels wrong when I'm out here now.
Yeah,
so I just go, okay, that feels right.
That's it. Every time I get it right, I try to go, what did that just feel like? So I get used to that feeling. So like you said, you can feel when it's wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the only warning I get. I'm like, something's off here, and then I'll just like jump out of range into a block and realize I'm like, oh, I was completely open in that area again. Like,
yeah. That's a horrible feeling. Something's off.
Yeah. All right, well, just a few more and we'll call it.
Going nuts.
It's like I haven't tried the close range thing.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I can't force it though. It has to happen like organically. Sorry, get your elbow a bit.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's alright.
It's good you go for those though.
Yeah, I forced it.
Although I find it's not as good horizontal.
Yeah.
And works better diagonal.
Yeah.
Almost,
Because
like reverse ultra.
I forced it, and by forcing it, everything was centerline.
Yeah.
So
I actually like going the same line, just in reverse.
Yeah.
So I might go straight down, straight up.
Yeah.
I'll do the opposite, straight up, straight down, push.
Yeah.
And honestly, off either of those, you can do a push tuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that sometimes is more efficient than doing one than the other.
Yeah, because that looks like
it's
crossing
really
the middle.
big. Yeah, exactly. But that to that is quite fast, especially when you add the footwork to it.
Yeah.
If I go here and then come back, same thing.
Okay.
Just when I go down first,
Yeah.
then I do retracting footwork and the scalp.
Coming up. Yeah.
And when I do the scalp first, if I do scalp first, then I enter the head.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm looking for slash and stabs off that downward one.
Yeah.
And then sometimes if I realise that as I've done the upward one,
Yeah.
to do the upward slash, a lot of people go too vertical.
Oh,
so now
yeah.
I actually will hack the head
Yeah,
on the downward one.
Oh,
So I
okay.
still do the same move, but now I go to the head.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I would have gone to the head on both probably, but
right.
I usually go diagonal. But if I see it's gone vertical, when you go diagonal, horizontal. Because I've now seen that that's vertical and you can power through it. So a lot of people, when you do that upward diagonal one, pull that back and fuck themselves. If you did a stab there, they'd probably just turn. Here, that's going to get me. That will power through. So if you just did the upwards than that, I would have just moved like that. But you get hacked through that one here. And you have to, and before I realised this, if I realised and go, I'm back to defense. But like, I'm not actually expecting to let him.
No.
But even then,
It
if
might.
I see it pushes that up, sometimes people just keep it there.
Yeah.
That works well.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Very tennis.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, because I tried that reverse ocho because I'm like, Jesus Christ. I don't like the downward ones on the DOS Manos.
No.
I always like, because even when we did like the halberd pole arm stuff on the stab system, we very much like the upwards. Like that was so much easier with the two hands, but it's still too big of a movement. So I'd rather just do like one of those and come straight back down.
But what I like is it gets your hands on the centre.
Yeah, and it's got footwork incorporated into it because you're doing that little Relo kind of pivot. It's not really a Relo, you're just pivoting.
You're pivoting, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'll open it up.
Yeah. Alright, just do another minute.
Yeah.
Follow it. But yeah, see, that's good. I have to defend those.
Yeah.
I didn't have an option to attack there. Unless I get a really good pulgada on the first one.
Yeah.
Then that's a hard angle to read. So like, if I pulgada that first one and being on Elastico this way, I can do that.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that it comes with your step, you're not fully lined up, and then that usually that deflects that off. Now you're here and just
It actually, it's doing the right footwork
it's the
again.
footwork, it's everything.
But it's coming in and then getting off line.
And that is a full front right line, Reti Rada to Relo step.
Exactly.
And that second attack actually intercepts my thrust or attack to your head and redirects my line away, which then gives you a shot. If it doesn't, it lines up the stab.
And what about the other side? If I've started here, coming up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's still
I mean, it
right.
goes almost too vertical.
Yeah.
That's where it was happening with you before. You've gone backwards.
Yeah.
And I had to actually pivot towards it. And now, because I'm here, if it was here, it would be dangerous.
Yeah.
But because I'm here, I actually
can
have more
slide
of an advantage. If you pull back, you're actually
you're
in
just
trouble.
using it,
And if you go even lower, you're even more trouble.
Yeah.
Then I can actually drive in.
Okay. They're actually very good entry moves, though.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I just thought I'd point it out because that's the thing you weren't doing as much as those like slashes or hacks at the head. And I think it's because you're always thinking it has to be in these three. But most of mine are actually probably set up from that to this. And it's a lot of time. Or I'm going thrust to that. Like I'm doing something else to bring it up first. because otherwise I feel like I'm just feeding my hands into you.
Well, that's why I don't do
and
it.
like, I can do it to the outside, but then I'm actually in danger of you just umbragadoing with your feet slightly and then being behind.
In.
So they are good, those ones, but I prefer to do them at the hand. So it means you actually can't attack properly, because then you'd be punching through my weapon. So that's not as bad. And then it helps me. If I do it at your head, it helps you.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, I just never felt like it was open. I feel like I was just doing that and you were just going,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm either literally just moving my head and then following the retraction.
Or even if I do,
or as you do it, if I see it enough time, I can maybe do that.
Yeah.
Or I'm going under and trying to do those high and low counters at the same time.
Okay.
So you're right.
I just found it a waste of time.
Yeah.
You go, you never do headshots, and I go.
But it's similar to like when I was saying, like when I was down here, and I was like, you should just fake and go for it and circle this way, and you're like, no, it's a trap, and you're trying to back, you're going, it looks too dangerous. I think it's the same thing. You're going, I don't want to do these because you're getting hit. But once you figure out the right angle and timing of it, you're going to start adding it into the system. But start from something lower, whether it's upwards, or even like a bag sack to a hack. Bag sack to a hack. It's not bad.
Alright.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Cheers for today.
That was really good.
Yeah. It's all coming together now.